Hello everyone, and welcome again to the Santa Cruz County School Superintendent's Educational Forum. This is an opportunity for our office, headed by Santa Cruz County School Superintendent Alfredo Velasquez, to shed light on some of the wonderful things that we're doing here in Santa Cruz County. And today, like we have been all month, we've been celebrating February as Early Education Awareness Month, where we try to inform the public, help parents understand the importance of early childhood education. We try to make them aware of resources that are available for them. And we also try to help them register their children for kindergarten and explain to them the importance of doing that, right? So we have a couple very special guests today. I'm very excited about this. First off, we have Ana P. Rosas, who is the director of the Child Parent Center's Nogales Neighborhood Head Start, and also one of our award winners this year for being such an incredible person and being so involved with early childhood education here in Nogales and Santa Cruz County. She's been in it for over 20 years, correct?
Oh, for over 30.
Over 30 years, okay, in early childhood education. And she's very deserving of the award and the ceremony that we're going to have on the 24th. And also with us is Estella Cantúa. She is the Program Services Coordinator for Child Parent Centers. Thank you for being here. So today we're going to learn about Child Parent Centers and then specifically about what we have here in Santa Cruz County. And then we're going to talk a little bit about if you are a parent of a young child and you're interested in having your child at the Child Parent Centers here in Santa Cruz County, what you can do, what are the steps to enroll. So Anna, can you start us off?
Sure. Good morning. Thank you so much for that introduction.
Of course. No, congratulations, Anna. Very deserving.
Thank you.
Very excited.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm the Center Director for the Nogales Neighborhood Head Start, and we currently have 4 Head Start centers in Santa Cruz County. There's the Nogales Head Start, which is year-round, and then we also have Western Head Start, Challenger Head Start, and Rio Rico Head Start. Okay.
And the Rio Rico Head Start, where's that located?
Rio Rico Head Start is located at the campus of Cuatimundi Middle School.
Okay.
Yes, and they have an extended day program. Then they have 2 half-day programs.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us how many students, for example, in Nogales, you're the director of the Nogales, how many students do you have?
We have openings for up to 125 children.
Oh, wow.
We have 5 classrooms that are, we have one that's extended day for working parents, and we have 1 3-year-old class, and we have 3 4-year-old classrooms. And we also have 2 family educators that do home visits with 10 families each.
Okay.
And we're really excited this year. We were receiving a grant for the Early Head Start expansion for toddlers. So it's a program for 1 and 2-year-olds, and that's limited up to 8 children.
And so that'll be at the same area in Nogales?
Yes, at the
So you're going to
Nogales.
have like almost 150
100
little ones
Yes.
running around there. And I'm
Yes.
sure it's very calm and very easy to take care of, right?
Yes. So it's exciting to have so many children there. Yes.
Exciting is a good word.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Good. Estella.
Hi.
Okay, hello. Can you tell us a little bit about, now you are in charge of all 4 of them here in Santa Cruz County, and then a couple up in Tucson, right, or in Pima County. Can you tell us a little bit about, what are the goals and objectives of the child care centers?
Sure. So for my main purpose as a coordinator is supporting the ERC delivery. ERC is enrollment, recruitment, selection, eligibility, and attendance. Those
Okay.
are the pieces that I support centers with and that we focus on. So I do, like you mentioned, I do support the 4 centers here in Santa Cruz County, and I have 3 others in Pima County as well.
Wow. Wow. And so what are kind of like the goals? Like what is the child parent centers, what do they really want to accomplish? What type of impact, do they want to have on the community?
So for Child Parent Centers, what we envision as an agency is strong communities filled with families and children, successful family and children who participate in our programs, and that they could move on to kinder and move on with their lives, feeling and being successful.
And we focus on the areas of health and nutrition and education and family engagement.
That's right.
Oh, okay. So let's say, okay, I have twin daughters. Everybody knows they're 6 years old. So let's say I'm a parent of a 4-year-old, okay, and I drop the kid off at Nogales Head Start. What does my day look like?
So,
Not my day, the parents. I'm going to relax.
so we
What
have.
does your day with the kid look like?
Well, right now, due to the pandemic, we're receiving children at the door. Parents at this time are not allowed in the classrooms.
Okay.
And usually a big part of our program is volunteers. And because of the pandemic right now and our COVID protocols, parents aren't being able to volunteer at this time.
Right.
So a child arrives and we have on-site kitchens. And so we have cooks that cook delicious food for the children, really nutritious. And so they have breakfast and they participate in like a circle time, getting to know and see all their friends. They participate in outdoor exploration, indoor exploration. They focus on just all these activities that are focused on the child's interest.
Okay.
So due to our approach is based on Reggio Emilia philosophy. So it's based on from Italy. This began in Italy and it's focused on the child's interests. So we
Okay.
really enhance that. And our extended day children, then all the children also receive lunch, a nutritious lunch. And they also have a snack for the extended day children.
Okay.
So they do many activities with teachers, and on Thursday, they have Monday through Thursday is what their day will look like. So many of them are there just for the 4 hours, others are there for 6.5 hours, and it's all focused on exploration and guided exploration. So.
Okay. And so the drop off is at 8 o'clock in the morning or earlier? When do the kids usually arrive?
At our center, we overlap from, we have 2 sessions that are from 8 to 12 and 2 sessions that are from 8:30 to 12:30.
Okay.
And then the extended day from 8 to 2:45. And the other centers, some centers have an AM session and some have a PM session. So some go from 8 to 12 and others from 12 to 4.
Okay. Okay. And the transportation, I know transportation is always an issue. You guys don't provide transportation, do you, for?
At our center, we do.
Oh, really?
We have a bus driver custodian, and she and the monitors or teachers or another custodian go with her and complete 2 different routes.
Okay.
It is pretty similar to in the other 2 of the other centers here in Santa Cruz. The Western has transportation. Rio Rico has transportation as well.
Okay.
We
Well,
have-
perfect. Well, it sounds like fun. I don't know if you have any space. I'd like to explore.
Yeah, you're welcome to come.
To nutritious breakfast and lunch. That'd be very good.
And
for me.
actually, Chris has been to our center to read for love of reading.
Right,
so
exactly.
thank you for being there and participating in that.
And
The children enjoy it.
I'm going to do a plug here. We're starting the Read Across America. We're starting the Read Across America at the end of the month. Patricia Barraza Preciado is working on that, so she's still looking for volunteers. So if you'd like to read to school-age children, you can contact our office at the Santa Cruz County Schools Superintendent's Office. Sorry, I had to throw that in.
Oh,
there.
no, that's
No.
great. But that was pre-pandemic when you did come to our center. So maybe now you can record something and we can show it to our children virtually.
Yeah, you know, volunteers. So you mentioned exactly. Yeah, we for the Read Across America and for any time we enter we have activities. You know, obviously we're being very careful with the COVID guidelines, and you know we go by what the school tells us, obviously. But as far as volunteers, let's say somebody would like to volunteer. What types of things do the volunteers do? Can they just come in and say, "Hey, I'd like to read a book or two," or is it watching them during lunchtime or during recess? Like, what would a volunteer do at the Nogales Head Start?
Do you want to share about that?
Sure. Usually what how it looks like in our classrooms is that parents are the ones who take priority volunteering. We take turns having 2 parents. This was like Ana said, pre-pandemic. Right now, how parents are volunteering is from home. Maybe they're doing activities, preparing activities for
okay.
teachers. Of course, they read with their children. That's part of our curriculum as well. So they're able to do that piece at home, extend that piece at home. And different other options that they have as volunteers too. Can you think of others?
The governance,
That's
the
right.
governance of our agency is geared basically through parents, and we have a lot of we have the policy council, and then we have the advisory councils where parents from different centers participate in talking about the education, health, nutrition, and there's another.
Help us make decisions
Yes.
towards our
Okay.
program.
So is that regional, or does each site have their advisory council?
Each
It's almost
site-
like a school governing board then.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty similar. Each side has a representative, and they participate with everyone together with our CEO, Aaron
Lyons.
Lyons.
Aaron
Thank
Lyons.
you. Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So on a macro level, how big is the child parent centers?
Oh, well, thank you for asking, because we do have, you were mentioning or asking us how many children in Nogales, but overall throughout southeastern Arizona in the 5 counties that we have centers at, we have close to 3,000 children.
Wow, 3,000 in southeastern
Arizona.
Arizona. So it'd be Pima County, Santa Cruz County. Does that include Yuma?
It's
Cochise?
Cochise, Graham, and Greeley.
Grand? Okay, wow.
Those are the 5 counties that we have children.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. And there's
We-
about
Congratulations.
40 centers, I believe?
It's 65 locations, including the
Oh,
FCC.
65.
What are they called? The family child care. Those are the ones that were added on to our program options, which we can tell you a little bit about them too. And we do have close to 600 employees.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Now, you mentioned something about family options. What were you?
So the family child care option, that's somebody at their home who offers child care, infant all the way through 4-year-olds, that for parents who need, working parents who need
Right.
child care, high quality child care, we are able to provide those options here in Santa Cruz as well. We have 2 houses here in Nogales and 2 other in Rio Rico.
And those are aside, or those are the parent educators that you also have?
These are providers, we call them.
These are providers.
home care
Okay, wow. So you guys
providers.
have a few different things that
Yes.
that can help parents with
Yeah.
young children. Okay. So if I wanted to enroll my child in the child parent centers, what's the process?
So the process is that they would call the center where they would like to make an application or for their child to attend, and we ask them for their last 12 months of income. Due to that, it's a federal program through federal grants, and families do need to qualify through a pay level based on the number of people in their family. And then we also ask them to have their vaccine records and medical insurance card. And so they make an appointment and come to the center, and we take the application, and then we see if they qualify for the program. And if they don't qualify for the program, then we usually recommend Los Padres program at Santa Cruz County, where there is no eligibility regarding income, and or other locations where they may take their children. But the majority of the families that come in do qualify, so we're really happy that they qualify and can come join our program.
Something additional in regards to the family child care is once they qualify for the program with the providers, they don't have to renew the eligibility. So that's a good thing. They could go all the way to 4.
Okay. And it's free of charge?
Yes, free
Okay.
of charge.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why we asked them to bring all that information. So
Making sure that they're eligible.
And you mentioned toddlers from 1 to 2, but those options that you mentioned, what are the age ranges?
For the family child care is 0 to 4, but I think Ana was mentioning the early Head Start classroom that we have with the new grant, and that's from toddler age to
to 2 years old. So they're
Okay.
12 months, as long as they're mobile and walking, 12 months, up to 2 years old. And that's limited to 8 children. And that grant is there at Nogales Head Start and also at Western Head Start.
Okay. And so we talked about the paperwork that needs to be done, the ages, and there's requirements, right? Now, as far as like the child, one of the big things that I know in a lot of preschools is the potty training.
Yes.
What's the deal with that? Because that's a big deal.
Yes. To enter into the classroom for the 3-year-old classroom, children do need to be potty trained, be able to do that on their own. So, yeah.
And
Define
for-
on their own. Like, is it the whole process, or they just
Yes.
understand they aren't wearing a diaper, so they need to go somewhere?
They have to do it individually. Yes.
Individually,
Yes.
okay.
For the early Head Start classroom, though, of course, we're going to have mobile ones, so we'll have little ones who may require diaper change, and we are licensed for that as well.
Okay, and so for mobile, you mean crawling or walking?
Walking on their own.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. What else would you like to share with us about that we need to know about the Child Parent Centers?
Well, and we really also work hard with school districts, with Nogales Unified School District here in Nogales and Santa Cruz Valley in Rio Rico, to help children that may be having challenges with like speech delays or other types of delays. So we really coordinate with them to have services for them, to get them screened and provide services to children. So we're really trying to help them out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, something additional is family development. We provide parent meetings monthly for, right now we're doing it through Zoom, of course, but we usually have or invite representatives from different agencies who can provide information regarding positive discipline, parenting skills, and life skills as well.
So we work with a lot of community agencies as well to have them provide resources for parents. So
You know, that is so important that and this is one of the reasons why we celebrate this month, right? Is there's a lot of resources out there to help parents, to help kids, and when you have young ones, especially if it's your first one, you freak out pretty much all the time, right? Because maybe they aren't saying as many words as another kid, or they aren't walking as well as another kid, and you start comparing, you make those comparisons, and all of a sudden you look on social media and you have like 2-year-olds like in archery, like it's just some ridiculous stuff, right? And you're like, oh boy, what's going on with mine?
right.
So it's really nice to have those resources to contact them, and they can tell you, well, everything's okay,
Yes.
right? Every child is different. Every child is going to be at their own pace, and it's important to understand that, right? And that doesn't mean that they're behind.
No.
It's just they're going at their own pace. And then if they do need some more help, then these are the resources that help you out. Now that's very important to mention.
And I wanted to mention also that in our agency, we do have different departments that are very helpful and offer resources as well. We have an inclusion department, a mental health department, education, so health and nutrition. So we have a lot of specialists and coaches that help, and all of our staff to be able to provide those services to children. So.
Because we don't only work with a child, but with the whole family.
Right,
So
yeah.
depending on what needs they have.
A very important concept. Very important. You can't separate the two, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that it's the triangle. It's the kid, the school, and the parent. And if
Yeah.
one of those three isn't doing their job, then it's tough for the other two to work, right?
Yeah.
That's a very important concept, and that follows a child all the way until they leave high school.
Yes.
You need that 3-pillar support.
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to mention? This has
Yeah. No.
been very good.
I know.
We can go
Very-
on and on.
I know.
We can go on and on, but no, that was the main program options that we have here in Santa Cruz County. We're happy to have these different additions that we have for this year in regards of the early Head Start classroom. is still undergoing construction. We're not fully functional yet, but families are excited to be part of this classroom.
That's great. Thank you so much. And just a reminder, they need volunteers, okay? And also, if you're interested in enrolling your child in a Head Start here in Santa Cruz County, Edgardo, we love Nogales, who's a great supporter of February Early Childhood Education Awareness Month. I believe he's going to put the phone number in this, and so contact them. As you can see, they have a million different things that they can help you out with, and they work with not only the child but the family. So thank you so much.
Thank
for
you for
being
this
here.
opportunity.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anna is a board member also for the committee for the Early Childhood Education Awareness Month here in February. So she's doing this at Nogales Head Start, but she's also doing a lot of other stuff, and of course an award winner this year. So thank you so
thank
much,
you.
Anna, for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And everyone, throughout the month, be looking on social media, be looking here on We Love Nogales, look at the billboards, at the banners. We're all over the place, just trying to raise awareness for February as Early Childhood Education Awareness Month. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Santa Cruz County School Superintendent's Educational Forum. Thank you.
Thank you.